This is the SML Today, and you are listening to the SML Podcast Network.
Welcome to SML Today, where every advance we have a new show with rotating hosts. So if you don't like one host, or even most, you can tune in to when I'm talking. I'm Primetime 000, SML Commissioner. So let's go ahead and do SML Today, GOAT Edition. And looking at week one, we've had some big games, starting off with my boy Matt, who proved his dominance over ZZ the Great. You just have to respect Matt's sim style. He's throwing the ball pretty well with Trevor. He's running the rock. He's doing his thing. Nice win for Matt. Also, the Lions and Clinky put on a show against the Bengals. I mean, Clinky won by 2 scores. That game wasn't really close throughout. I was very impressed by that defense, by Clinky's passing game. Clinky looks legit, and he's getting better. I really liked what I saw. Moving on to QP, he took down Bomber. It was a close game, 1-score game. Bomber's new quarterback, rookie guy, first game, first start. He made some solid throws with them. It's going to be an adjusting period again for Bomber, I think. But I think Bomber's already more comfortable right now than he was at all last year. And this game was, again, close for Bomber, just 1 score against the defending Super Bowl champions. So I look for good things coming out of Cleveland this year, especially with a little bit lighter of a schedule. Moving on, I beat D Muse in a playoff rematch. Again, D Muse is no match for the GOAT. Tyrann Mathieu returned an interception for a touchdown, about 85 yards. Looked good doing it. Good to see him in the blue and white. Field, he signed Tom Brady, got some backlash. Some people liked the move, but Brady played great. I think he threw 3 or 4 touchdowns. Scotty Miller got involved. He did fall to future by 1 score, but Field looked good, and if he could just avoid the turnovers, I think we could see a resurgence of Field here and maybe make a push at that division. Speaking of throwing the ball down the field, Dan, he's got Russell Wilson now. All it took was 700 gameplay hours and Russell Wilson, and it took for us to get to February, nearly March, for Dan to throw a 30-yard pass down the field, but he finally did it, and he looked good against Fins. I know most people do, but it was good to see Dan throwing the ball down the field. Russell Wilson to Kyle Pitts, that is a scary matchup, I think, for any NFC player. So if Dan can kind of adjust to that and escape artist, that adds a whole new dynamic to that Falcons offense that we did not see at all the first 2 seasons of this post-blip. Moving on, now we're going to talk about week 2, just some things to look on or look at for week 2. And Tiny Titan taking on NYT. These guys' games are usually close. There's usually a turnover or 2 that kind of decides what's going to happen. But hey, they're the Tennessee boys, the Tennessee lover, the Titan lovers. This game's going to be a toss-up. I'm going to put the spread in this game at -6 to NYT. I think NYT is a favorite. I think he's a 6-point favorite. I'm not going to give him the full touchdown, but I think he's a favorite. Monty duels Matt. That's another big game. We all know that Monty likes to kind of sling the rock around a little bit. Matt plays a more methodical approach. I'm going to take Matt. I think he's just a smarter player. I think he's a better player, and I think he's a more confident player right now. But I'm going to leave the spread at 3.5. I'm going to say Matt, it's going to be close. 3.5, maybe a field goal is what decides this game, but either way, I'm taking Matt to win this ball game and cover. Woods and Pauly, a battle of old men. I like them both. I respect them both. But, hey, I got to respect Coach Pauly just a little bit more. I'm going to take Pauly minus 9.5, actually. I think Pauly is he's going to come in prepared, and he's going to come ready to play in this game. Pauly by 2 scores. And Prime plays ZZ, my final spread of the week, and I'm going to say Prime minus 17.5. So I'm going to give myself a 3-score advantage in this game. Guys, I want you to comment in chat. Hopefully, if you listen to this show, what's your thoughts on the spreads? Who are you taking in the spreads? All that good stuff. But this is SML Today. This was a recap of week 1. Looking forward to week 2. And who knows who's going to do the host next time. But all I know is I did my job and I didn't miss this episode. So you can blame Meats. You can blame Doink Face or D Muse on whoever misses the next show. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys listening. That was SML Today. And you guys have a great day.